Hello and welcome, my lovely Cancers. Cancer, this is your card in the tarot. It is the card of the Chariot. It is all about a change for the good, forward movement, the triumph of will in difficult circumstances. And despite any concerns you have, I am in control of the situation. In a good way, my loves. Alright, just a personal announcement that I am offering personal readings as a service. Please email me at qclovers1111@gmail.com for more information. Of course, look in the box below for more as well. Okay, this is also your weekly energy and card reading for the week of August 19th through 25th, 2019. This is a general reading for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and House positions, but still will not apply to all, but do hang around for the entirety of the reading for collective Cancer messages that may pop up. Me being the Queen of Clovers, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, and action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. All right, August 15th, there was that was Aquarius, a full moon. It was also a turbulent course correction, represented by the Seven of Swords. It is the card of deception. It is something that must be done under cover of darkness. It is discovering who your haters are and being discovered as a hater to others, if that applies. So it is a lot of angry, grumpy people out there because of it, and because it is Aquarius kind of came through and blew out a lot of that happy, sunny Leo Lionsgate energy as well. Then we also have Virgo coming in to drop earth on that fire. In addition to that cool breeze from Aquarius, Virgo is the Hermit card in tarot. Virgos bring the harvest about with mental and physical energy to see the glow of our own light go into the dark. And yes, the days are about to start getting darker as we move towards fall. All right, my Cancers. I'm just going to do my favorite kind of reading. I'm going to do the energy you're bringing into the reading, the energy that's going to hit you during this time, and then, of course, the results that'll come from that, some advice from Spirit, and then some lines from Cartomancy for some bullet points. All right, Cancers. My Cancers, what kind of energy are you bringing? Do you love this earthy energy? You warmed up our summer. Those June readings were great. I love doing them. I feel that summer. Ooh, I have to start the Six of Wands in reverse. This is kind of like being out of the spotlight, maybe not getting the credit you deserve, but it kind of feels like it's okay for you. It kind of feels like you just don't want to be in the limelight right now. Page of Cups. This is in reverse. This is not really wanting to move forward in love right now. Cancers haven't been really feeling the love for the lovey-dovey kind. They've been feeling more that self-love, that friend love, that more stable kind of love, less codependent. You have that Page of Coins in your energy. That is the an Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It is also perhaps getting a message about your money, which seems to kind of be a focus if you're not wanting to focus on love, the energies that are going to hit you this week. All right. Ooh, lots of stuff, which is kind of explains your gentle energy coming in. You kind of feel like this need to do a little bit more earthiness about you, but you're also looking for answers. You're looking for... This is a High Priestess card. Is all about using our intuition, our inside knowledge, and knowing what we know through experience and through our cunning, through what we know. But this is also, our inner resources. But then with the Death, but in reverse, it is trying to find overt answers when they're not there to be had. That's not how it's going to come to you. And this Death in reverse is a resistance toward an ending. There's a resistance here towards some kind of change, some kind of ending. It is an attempt. You're making an attempt to balance head over heart, and this card is only going to last so long. You're going to fall out of balance. You're going to have to open your eyes and see what's before you. And what's before you is actually you being a little dependent and a little This is not being ready for battle. This is not being ready for the fight. It is seeing the battle coming at you and trying to run. And this is also not having the finances available, the resources available. This is a lack. This is not being able to pay your bills as easily as you were able to. So it seems like you're precariously perched on the need to change, definitely financially. This is a Cancer who maybe Page of Cups did a little too hard and spent a little too much money on themselves. And it's not something you want to admit to. It'd be something very embarrassing for you. And you're glad the spotlight is on you right now, because you ain't got, there's something you're hiding. Yeah, I felt that energy. You're glad the spotlight is not on you. This could be a Pisces in your energy, but there are things you don't know, and there are things that are hidden. There are many aspects of the moon cycle here that are just, it's like something passing over you that you're really trying to avoid. And yeah, you're trying to avoid having to move forward, make a decision, choose a solution, speak up about this Page of Wands situation. Yeah, you're not really handling it. And this is your future energy, so you need to maybe get a little fire in her. Yeah, you need to speak up. There's a truth that you're going to have to accept. Oh, there's a lot of cards here. There's a truth you're going to have to accept, and that is that where you are now is not a good place to be, and you need to leave. And this is you in reverse, Chariot in reverse, but it's also not making changes for the better. But this air energy, it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but I feel it's you removing things, just cutting it all out. It's going, and you are going as well. Whatever it is, it has to end. It just takes you out of your energy, so much so that you have to bring out your sword and your Queen of Swords, male or female, and just start taking shit out. The blockages are severe. Severe enough that it has turned you upside down. It may not be money. It may be something else. But whatever it is, you're going to know what's blocking you very soon. Probably by the end of this week, you're going to see your blockages so clearly that there's nothing to do but draw your sword. And because if you don't defend yourself and you don't get moving and get out of this mess and leave this mess with the Six of Swords, yeah, you just know it's dire circumstances. It's that feeling that. And it doesn't have to be financially dire. It can be spiritually dire as well, especially with the major arcana of the High Priestess in reverse and the Death in reverse. And this balancing act you're trying to pull off energetically. It feels like you run, and then you fall into bed at night and sleep. And you run, and sometimes you have to take a nap in the middle of the day just to get by. You have a lot going on with just all these wands, too. You have a little too much going on. And one of the ways we win the battle when we draw the Nine of Wands is to put them down, to lighten the load, to make us move faster through battle. Yeah, it's a very... Even though there are wands here all around her, she really only cares one on fire. That is a message there for somebody. You probably need a night out with friends. Because you're coming across as the Queen of Crowns in reverse. You don't know, you don't have answers, you don't have solutions, you feel a little lost. And even though you know what needs to go and where you need to go, there's something about it that you're just a little lost. You need just a little help from your friends. This is what the Spirit is saying. Yes, take it. Because you don't have solutions. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, the answers aren't really coming to you. You're not really sure which way to go or how to move forward. You just know what needs to happen. Yeah, see, you've been inspired with the Ace of Coins. You've been inspired in some way and value. Unfortunately, it's very frightening right now, and you didn't quite get the blessing you were hoping for to start with a whole new financial start, but it's going to be easily easy to pull out of that because of you have the Ace of Cups, which is a new start in love, a new feeling in love, and usually for self-love. I talked about Cancers like needing self-love, overworking yourselves for others, or maybe just barely getting by with like 3 jobs and being like a single mom. It has that energy of just harriedness that the summer has been for you, and that now you need to like pull back, slow this shit down, put the brakes on because you're just out of sorts. It feels like you've lost touch with your sensibilities, even with your insides, with this High Priestess in reverse. And you don't even see like something needs to end. You don't even see that you're walking with a dead man. This is being in love with a dead person, basically, because you're continuing on this path with a dead person, and you have to walk away from that. An end, you know, an ending. It's ended. The person's gone and dead, basically. And I don't mean that literally. I mean that spiritually, definitely. As in the relationship is over and you need to move on. Usually this is a lover. There's a lover here too. There's 2 people here. A live woman and then this dead skeleton that she is like hugging because her lover's dead. But it's not her lover's dead. It's that part of loving. That moment has ended. That has come to an end. Move on. All right. So, whew. All right. You are still feeling left out in the cold, and you are still feeling this Sagittarius energy, this Temperance energy in reverse. You still feel the timing is wrong for something. And it just feels like the timing is like wrong place, wrong time to get out of this. I need to go back and cry and eat my ice cream, but I need, why? Too many cards, especially. I'm coming to the end of this being a valuable size of cards to choose from. Okay, it's not the right time because something is happening in your life. Just a very hefty inconvenience that makes you feel you cannot move forward with newness, with a change. It feels like you can't make decisions right now, but there's certain things you can always do that are free. You can you may not be able to get your kids popsicles, and, you know, popsicles are pretty damn cheap, but I have been in a place where affording popsicles for 3 kids was difficult. So you make some juice and you freeze it in some cups, and then you pull it out and hand the kids the popsicles, and, you know, you little kids don't mind. It's that kind of thing. You have ability to start something even if you don't have certain resources that are being pulled in by this Wheel of Fortune moment, which is basically you spun the wheel of life. You're part of the game, man. You're part of this physical world, and guess what happens? Shit happens sometimes, and it's just the unexpected. It could even be a total blessing, but it still involves work, effort, and energy that gets pulled away from everyday routine and getting into some patterns for growth. So I don't even know how to respond. One more card from the tarot. Okay, 2 more cards, last 2 cards. Okay. You just have to get your financial security together. Just focus on that as best you can. Just budget as best you can. This Wheel of Fortune kind of energy is the kind of energy that makes you too tired to go out to eat and party anyway. Just find ways to contain those expenses of takeout dinners kind of thing. It's kind of that sense of pull in the money really tight, and it'll start getting you towards this 10 of Pence. You may even come into this 10 of Pence just by reaching financial security above all with this Queen of Coins. This tells me that basically, when you have financial security and you look up, you're going to see that life is easy enough that really love isn't that hard again. And you can come back into your heart working properly for you, Cancer. I feel like a lot of you Cancers just fell out of love over the summer. And you just when you fell out of love, it like disrupted your financial stability a good deal, which happens to a lot of people nowadays because joint income living is just a joke right now. I mean, sharing income, you know, it's a joke for so many people. It's just very impossible. And it's almost impossible to love when money's involved. It comes up in my readings all the time about love and money being incompatible in so many people's minds. And the only ways around it is that 9 of Wands, that individual card, which you guys did pull. In reverse, though, 2 of Clovers. It's an uncertainty, unknowing, Cancers. There's something that you just don't know. You did pull the Moon card. It's about a competition, a battle. Competition in what? A fight. Trying to win something, probably at work, because this is your public appearance. This could be a beauty queen, my goodness, but this is definitely public appearance, the way you appear, the presentation of yourself. So it could be performers, it could be beauty queens, it could also be you presenting at the front of the office meeting, and it's a victory in money. You're like, thank God I needed that. Yeah, whatever it is, you're going to win. So if you feel like you're going into a competition, you feel like you should raise your hand to present at work. Again, if you feel like you are doing your beauty queen moment, you're going to walk that red carpet. Double down on the efforts, my love, especially on your hair, boys or girls, because you're going to win this. And a lot of it has to do with how you present yourself and how you walk that carpet and how you make your entrance. Spirit says, even a ridiculous entrance where you fall on your ass is better than a plain entrance. Okay. Yeah. Speedily. This is going to happen pretty fast. You're kind of down in the dumps, but you're still putting in the work. As Spirit advised, keep working on your coins. Keep trying to bring in that 10 of Pentacles kind of feeling, even in the absence of love, because there will be community. There will be home, and even more so, it's just going to lead to a victory that's going to feed your spirit and your energy and get you moving. The Chariot needs to be moving, and I don't feel you're moving right now. I feel like you're going to balance your love too, balancing your emotions. One of those ways to balance your emotions is to walk away from something, part ways from something just because you know it feels wrong, and not uncomfortable, but wrong. Even though there are 8 cups available in this card is about just moving. You know, you're going to go wander into the wilderness rather than stay with something that is completely emptied out and not available to you. Yeah, a bit of a focus on love here for my Cancers. Queen of Hearts is your energy. It is that nurturing energy. It is that giving energy, and it came out with this Jack of Swords. Yes, this is like speaking out, presenting. It even has this feeling of like advising, or I feel like that advising, like student counselor, or not a student counselor, but just that, you know, the college counselor, getting kids onto college is what I'm feeling right now. I feel this energy of like maybe a teacher energy or an advisor energy, or speaking in front of a group of people and you know, really communicating the lessons you've learned, or some type of energy of presenting. As I said, it could be singing, because I feel like you're calming beasts. It's probably why I thought of teenagers and high school counselors, because there's pain. A lot of people are in pain. There's a lot of swords and a lot of backs. A lot of us have been left for dead. And there's something about this where you've been left for dead in the past before, so that when you came into this situation in the prior reading, when you realized what your blocks were, you didn't have to go 10 of Swords. You didn't have to suffer to get out of this energy. You 6 of Swords did out of there as fast as you could, as soon as you realized what was going on, which tells me, Cancers, you have a sense of growing emotional maturity. Of course, it didn't feel great, but yes, and then of course I have this walking away energy. Look at that right on top of there. And then I have this Queen of Fire. This is a solution queen. This is a person who knows how to move forward. It's the energy you are craving in the middle of this week, the energy that's going to hit you. The uncertainty that was hitting you earlier in the prior tarot spread was basically, I don't know what to do. This is a woman with solutions, a queen, a male or female, but you have the answers. You're coming into the knowing, and you're not just coming into the knowing of what to do and the patterns and the strategies. You're actually moving them forward, enforcing your will for the highest good, and calling. Remember, that is the plan. And this is a bit of a commitment, but it is a fear of commitment. It is a fear that this new energy, this new queenly energy that's on top of the world for you. I feel double queens. Look at this feelings here. It's like launching your pain into something greater, into a new contract, into some kind of new work, a new adventure in work. It's leveraging your past for glory. Ooh, Cancer. I don't usually hear you talk like that, but you're all fired up. 5 of Hearts. This is dissatisfaction, disappointment, nostalgia, longing, yearning. Some of this speaking might be traveling from home. It's like a longing for a home, a longing to get back to your bed, a longing to get back to your options. You feel a little trapped in some of this work you're doing. You feel like it's opening up options for you, a lot of options for you, but at the same time, you feel like the one option you want is not on the table, or it's not being narrowed down. It feels like you're just working through your options even. It's not even like you found somebody in particular, and you definitely haven't found the love that is home. So you're going to just keep focusing on work, because this is really inspiring. It has the energy of just, I told you, like inspirational, motivational speaker, but you know, like a good one, like a very randy, rowdy one, Cancer. A lot of heart in it, and a lot of water in it, which I'm sure feels just amazing for you. Ooh, this got a little long, but this is a really good reading for you, because you're going through a very big change in your energy, and it just, it's that flipping from like that sadness, malaise kind of energy into just letting go, the having to know, and just moving forward into greatness, taking leaps forward. It feels really good, and it feels like you've already taken the leap of faith and decision. It just feels like you're closing out those first steps, getting that going, just getting the energy rolling, and it's just going to downhill. 8 of Clovers, just fast success. Alrighty now. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. Long reading. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, and donate if the spirit moves you. Links below, of course. And if you want a personal reading, email me at qclovers1111@gmail.com. And have a great week, my lovely Cancers.